The first quarter of the year is behind us, and for some, resolutions for 2024 are already a distant memory. But there are some ways to reset. So here now is Jason Levin with Ready Set Launch LLC for some tips. Good to see you, Jason.
Good to see you. It's great to be back.
Oh, it's good to have you back. It's so hard, right, to finish what you've started.
Sure.
Before we get to your recommendations, why do you think that is?
It's so hard to finish what we've started because we have these habits, we have these behaviors. There are things we're comfortable with. And so making any type of change for any human being is hard.
It is. But you tell us your first point of advice is to make sure you write it down.
Yes.
And keep it visible.
Yes. So when you write something down, there's something magical that happens. It goes from emotional to logical. So I often say the best technology you have is actually a pen and a notebook, because when you do that, it becomes real to you, and then you have the opportunity to make it very large in a place where, either in a home office or in a physical office, where you actually can see it on a daily basis.
And when you have those goals, even if they are lofty ones, do you want to also write down steps to get there and keep that visual as well, almost like a checklist, if you will?
Absolutely. I love a good checklist, because that becomes repeatable. And so the way that you write your goal down, it's an acronym called SMART. So setting a SMART goal, which is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant to you, and time-bound, takes this large idea of, I want to grow my business, or I want to make a career change, or whatever that looks like, into something that is something shorter term for you. So a 30-day SMART goal, or a 60-day SMART goal, or a 90-day one allows for you to take a smaller bite of that apple.
And you can also remain more consistent, right?
Yes.
If you're using SMART.
Right. So imagine if we were to talk, so today is April 1 and May 1, what would you have done in the next 30 days? And so too often we don't time block into our calendar these important activities. We're like, okay, when I get to it. And so everybody has an opportunity, even at 15 minutes a day or a half an hour a week, to begin to take actions to get closer to where you want to be.
And then when we do those little actions, we should also celebrate our small wins. That's what my friend always reminds me. Just like, Marissa, even if it's small, it's still progress.
Sure. As human beings, when we look at all the things we could be doing, what do we focus on? The things we haven't done. And so we need to trick ourselves into saying, all right, if we're here and the goal is here, let's focus on the progress we've made and celebrate that win and remind ourselves we are making progress.
And then also, if you need help, if you need an accountability partner, depending on what the goal is, that's not just okay, but it could be necessary.
Goal achievement is a team sport.
Yeah.
And so don't do this alone. And so share it with a friend or a family member or a colleague. Here are the things I want to do, and share it consistently, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. You get closer to those goals by actually having accountability with your goals.
So for people who are watching and they go, Jason, I didn't even start in January.
Right.
It's not too late.
It is never, like, today is a wonderful day to start on the goal that you had at the beginning of the year, or something you've always wanted to do.
Every day is a new fresh start to do something
Just
differently. Yeah. Well, where can people go to stay connected with you to get all of these good tips and inspiration moving forward?
Sure, they can find me on my website at readysetlaunch.net, and my email is jason@readysetlaunch.net.
All right, we certainly appreciate it too. And SMART, one more time, I love that
SMART.
acronym. What does each letter stand for?
Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Make a
Got
SMART
it.
goal, and you'll be able to make it happen.
Sounds good. Thanks so much, Jason. We appreciate it.
Thank you.